It's a fucking disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the John Racing Show. Apologies for the late upload, but as always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And today we're going to be covering all of the news from the past 2 weeks of Formula One, at least the news that matters, like Lewis Hamilton at Daikoku. Daikaku. I said Daikaku in a video once, and someone's like, Daikaku? Yes, you're not saying it right. It's Daikoku. Lewis Hamilton at Daikoku with a Ferrari F40, which, I mean, bro's 40 years old, but he's still balling out. Unk still got it. I just got to say, Unk still got it. He's still riding high after his podium at China, which, again, I just want to say, Ferrari look very good. Ferrari look very promising right now. They didn't fuck around with strategy, and they didn't find out about strategy. What they found out was a third and a fourth place finish, which, that's improvement. I just gotta say, that's improvement. Ferrari look like, if there's any team that's going to beat Mercedes this year, or at least put up some sort of fight against Mercedes, it's probably gonna be Ferrari. They seem to have the second fastest car, and I'm sure Ferrari can win a couple races here and there. If they get the strategy right and if they just play it right. George Russell and Kimi Antonelli look like they're the ones to beat this year, though. I said in a previous video that it's probably going to be the George Russell show with a Kimi Antonelli special sprinkled in here or there. I didn't realize the sprinkles were already here because Kimi Antonelli already got his first dub of the season. So are we getting into teammate battle territory here? I don't know. Are we going to get an inter-team battle like last year? And I just got to say, if that is what's on the table for 2026, it's probably going to be better than the McLaren one, that's for sure. As a Oscar Piastri fan, you know, I obviously wasn't happy with the way he was treated last year by McLaren. I wish things went differently, but at the end of the day, Lando Norris is the world driver champion, so there's nothing I can do to fix that. Lando Norris is a great driver. I just feel like Papaya rules really got in the way of some actual clean racing. I think Lando Norris fans and Oscar Piastri fans can say that. I don't think we'll get that with Mercedes. I think Toto Wolff realizes he's got two great drivers and two insanely fast cars. I think he's just going to let them race. And whoever comes out on top, comes out on top. We all know Toto Wolff, right? I mean, I don't know him personally. I mean, he's Austrian. My grandmother's from Austria, so we may be related. I don't know. But we all know Toto Wolff. The moment he can get Max Verstappen, he's dropping George Russell. Let's be honest here. Even if George Russell becomes world driver champion. And speaking of world driver champions, Lando Norris has no motion. Literally because he's not fucking racing. So Lando Norris's car at China just decided, take the day off. His car decided to take a mental health day and just didn't work. And then Oscar Piastri's car is like, I feel the same. And then also just didn't work. So McLaren off to a great start there. Oscar Piastri had oopsies on like not the formation lap, the lap before the formation lap. They were like the lap to the fucking like pits. The lap to the grid, he like crashed out. And then Lando Norris was just not on pace. And I don't know. I think we might see for the first time, and I don't want to jinx it, but we might see for the first time in fucking years where we don't have a back-to-back world champion. Is Lando Norris the new Jensen Button? Stay tuned. All right, on to like the real disasters. I can't even fucking read this. Aston Martin. Huge fucking disaster. Let's just be completely honest here. Adrian Newey is out as the team principal. He's going back to just his engineering duties, which probably should. That honestly, that's probably best for him. Considering that Aston Martin have just been treating the last two races as like glorified test sessions because their car is so ass. Like it's like their car vibrates so much that like it's putting the drivers at risk of life and limb. Honda fucked up so bad with just the whole fucking team screwed up somehow, and Aston Martin is like terrible now, and that's not cool. And then there's this Jonathan Wheatley, who's the team principal at Audi, which is doing pretty fucking good. He's like, I'm out. Bro's like, I'm out. I'm going to Aston Martin to, I guess, unfuck that. Aston Martin definitely seems to be in the worst position right now. I mean, Cadillac, sure, they may be beating Cadillac a little, just barely. But at the end of the day, Cadillac is brand new, and Cadillac's happy just to finish races, all right? They should be the ones who are really just in it for the data, you know, for the safety rating, I guess you could say. But Aston Martin, man, I had such high hopes. I had such high hopes with Adrian Newey coming in. All the billions of dollars that they spent trying to build up that team, which I respect. I'm glad they're doing it. I don't know how you fuck up this bad. Is it Honda? Is it Adrian Newey? Adrian Newey has so much experience. I don't know how it'd be him. Maybe it's because he was on gardening leave for like so long. He's only coming in and everything was fucked before he got in. I don't like. We may have the full story. I don't know the full story specifically, but like, God, I don't think in my years of watching Formula One, I don't think I've ever seen a team this fucking bad coming right out of the gate with this much money behind them. Like, they spent all that money. Just to finish, not even finish. Like, they're not even finishing their races. And you've got a fucking 2-time world driver champion, an insanely good driver in Fernando Alonso, a guy who can still get podiums, a guy who can still win races, honestly. If you give him the right machine, he can still win races. As Alonso has said himself, he's the most unluckiest man ever in Formula One. Aston Martin, man, I'm hoping you guys come back. And you come back strong, and you fix whatever the fuck is going on. Jonathan Wheatley, I wish you the best. At Aston Martin, I hope everything goes well for you there, man. Fix whatever the fuck's going on. So Max Verstappen was disqualified. I used to hate when Max Verstappen would win races. 2023, when this guy was winning every single fucking race by like 67,000 miles, I hated him. But I'll be honest, I respect the fuck out of him now. Just as a driver, this guy does not give a shit about any of like the pompous of Formula One or just anything. He's like the ultimate like bad guy of Formula One. He's the heel, and I love that because this dude does not give a shit about the pompous of Formula One, the whole spectacle of it. All this guy wants to do is race. If he's not racing in Formula One, he's either racing on iRacing or he's just going on field trips to the Nürburgring to race in GT3. Unfortunately, though, his latest outing at the Nürburgring just didn't go that well. They won the race, but because they used too many tires, the folks over at the Nürburgring were like, they said, Max Verstappen, du bist ausgeschieden. Unfortunate for him, but knowing him, this dude just bleeds racing. I have hella respect for him. I can't wait to see where he goes in the future. I'm like really interested to see what he does like in the next couple of years if he stays in Formula One, because it's clear he's getting more and more discontent with the state of Formula One. He doesn't like the cars. He doesn't like the type of racing that it's producing right now, even though the racing that we're getting is actually really fucking good, in my personal opinion. But I'm not Max Verstappen. The racing that I'm seeing on the TV is fun, even though a lot of people are like, oh, it's artificial. It's artificial. This shit's artificial too, and I fucking love this. There's always going to be some aspect of racing that's introduced that people are just not going to like, whether that be energy management, balance of performance, and like WEC, or even like DRS. At the end of the day, in my personal opinion, if what I'm seeing, on the TV screen gets me hype, gives me energy, gets my heart pounding, then it's good. And that's what the last 2 races at China and Australia have done. So yeah, I clickbaited with this video. I said, oh, this is a disaster. I mean, there's a lot of things that are a disaster right now, but Formula One right now is actually like really fun to watch. And if you like Formula One, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content on Formula One. I'm covering Formula One weekly, bi-weekly, I don't know yet. But be sure to subscribe for more content from me. And that's it for me tonight. I will see you all in my next video. Have a good night, everybody.